Mongoose Jake here, back after a long break of not doing videos. I've actually got 3 queued up here that I've recorded and just need to narrate, this being the first of the 3. Not necessarily by chronological order, but just the first one I really wanted to show. This is a top tier Panther on Lakeville, and it's not the normal, I like to call it, calculated playstyle that I have. This is just aggressive from the get-go, because what I did was I looked at the team list, and really I only have a few vehicles that I'm even concerned with. The Juto, the T29, if given the chance, they could be a big problem. The VK 30.02D can be my equal if it's played correctly. The E25s, of course, can chew you up from range. And a KV2, there's 2 of them. They can always put a world of hurt. But the Juto's in the valley. The VK is the lesser version here. This is the VK 3002M. It's the lesser version of the Panther. I absolutely will win that engagement. And I have a lot of support. On the other hand, the valley is kind of lightly defended, so we need to move. And if I'm going to have support, I need to be aggressive. So I'm first into the town, and I'm looking for opportunities to make a difference here. And that VK3002D is actually the one I'm most concerned with on the team list. Like I said, the Juto and the T29, if you give them the chance to be hull down and side scrape and out trade you alpha wise, then yeah, you're playing your Panther incorrectly. You're a DPM monster with high pen and decent mobility and a decent frontal plate. If I could only get some decent driving teammates. But here's one of the most dangerous of the 3, the T29. But he's isolated, and he has his back to me. So, auto aim, again, the first shot missed, but who cares? Now actually aim, and I'm aiming for the engine for fires. Now, he doesn't have a high chance of a fire, but the critical damage was his engine. And yeah, I'm auto aiming, I'm driving, because the idea is I'm wanting to lead the push. And I'm more focused on my driving. And with that VK 30.02D being this close, he's going to get hit. The velocity is so high on this L100 that auto aim actually can work at decently close ranges. And now, as you see, this is go time. We're only a couple minutes into the game, but it is time to keep pushing, because they are breaking through the few people who were in the valley. And a lot of teams make the mistake of, they'll take the numbers and then they don't do anything with it. They'll take the bulk of your team to one flank and they'll stall out because it's a lemming train. If you look at the difference, this is not a lemming train. I was leading the push pretty much the whole time. The Achilles has gotten ahead of me here at this point, but this is a coordinated push. And we aren't stopping. We are pushing through. The only thing is I'm still going to be smart about it, because I knew that SU-100 was going to be sitting right there. You can see it on the map. He was positioned there at F1, F2. And now that he's tucked in, I'm just going to go. The Super Hellcat does not have the DPM to match. And now the SU-100 was spamming premium, so I don't want to eat a 390 damage shot. Nor do I want to eat an SU-100Y shot. This is the calculated part of my normal playstyle, but I have much better gun depression, and I can easily get shots into him. And now it's basically, we've got the 2 E25s and their AMX 1375 funneled in. And now these E25s are just going absolutely bonkers with this one actually deciding that it's a good idea to ram a tank that has 3 times its weight. So very quickly, I get basically a 3,000 damage game here in the Panther. Just by being aggressive. I was 1 shot shy of 3,000 damage. And of course that was an ace. And I got the few ribbons like the Fire for Effect, Bruiser, and the Hand of God. That's actually a neat one. Along with High Caliber and Confederate because I did the most damage and I hit the most targets. And that quickly got me over 5,000 WN8 with over 1,200 base experience. And nearly doubled the next closest person on either team in damage. Just by being very aggressive when it was called for. High tier, you'd say top tier medium, needs to be aggressive. And in this case, I was in the Panther. Hope you enjoy this. It's kind of a fast one. And I've got 2 more coming up. Thanks for watching.